Next up, Redskins-Bucs. Redskins are down 3. In addition to Chris Thompson being out again, they are down 3 starting offensive linemen. Their left tackle, Trent Williams, and both of their starting guards. And they got steamrolled last week by the Falcons. I think the Redskins, it was funny, after we did the show last week, you picked the Falcons, and I said, I'm gonna cautiously take the Redskins, but I might flip. You should check out the YouTube video. We had a bunch of Redskins fans come into the comments telling us how stupid we are because we were underrating the Redskins, and everyone, doesn't give them enough credit. Well, they showed us.
They had a, yeah, no.
I think it went 4-9 last week or something, but they're.
You got that one right.
What's with this team now?
Did you pick the Redskins? Did you say you changed that? Did you actually go say the Redskins?
But the comments are like, come on, guys, it's the Redskins. Calm down. I know they're 5-2, but anyway. So what now with them? I mean, with these injuries in the offensive line, it's bad. It's really bad. And even though, thank goodness for them, they're playing against the Bucs, because if they had to have a soft landing for a patchwork offensive line, it would be the Bucs. Still, this is tough for a team that, their wide receivers are, half of them are out. So they got to run the ball to do well, but their interior line is just shot. I think this is just a bad spot. I think the Redskins might be ready to go into a tailspin, and the NFC East might get won by a team that, goes 8-8.
We talked about this last week, and I wrote about it last week in my column, was that the problem now with the Redskins is that, and we saw it last week, if they fall behind early and they play against a team who is an offensive juggernaut, maybe that's not the right word, but a good offensive team and a high-scoring team, they can't catch up. Not with Alex Smith as a quarterback. Again, I mentioned this last week. I like Alex Smith a lot. He's a good game manager, all blah, 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 all that stuff. But, man, he's not going to lead any kind of high explosive scoring team.
Right.
So what do you have here with the Bucs? A team that can score points, no matter –
Totally.
29 points against the Falcons in week 6, 26 against the Browns, 34 against the Bengals, 28 against the Panthers, 48 to open the season against New Orleans. This is a team that can score. The Redskins are going to have a hard time doing that, especially, the offensive line is just a disaster for them, but and an old running back in Adrian Peterson. I don't see how Redskins stay close in this game at all.
Right. I don't know if I'm going that far, but I think the Bucs are going to win. And I think that even though the Bucs defense is bad, I think they're going to have some trouble. I don't know what the offensive line is going to look like during the game, and if they're going to be competent or they're just going to get run over. But they're just the Redskins have had some really tough injury luck on the offense. With Paul Richardson out for the year now, and Crowder I think is still out, and Chris Thompson's out, and all those linemen are out. It's just at some point it's too much, and I think it's probably too much in this case for them. The defense is still good, but
and they could still, they have to be. It's a fine line. They can't go into a tailspin because they can still win the division, right?
Right.
There's still a game up on Philly. There's still 2 games up on Dallas. They still have a lot to play for. So they're not going to – no matter what happens on Sunday, they're still going to be at least tied for first place in the division.
Right.
So there's a lot to play for. They can't go into that tailspin because they have to have the mentality like we still can win the division, make the playoffs.
Yep. All right, so we're both taking the Bucs. On Pickwatch, we have got 64% of the experts going with the Bucs, giving the 3. And the fans are split 50-50. There's some Redskins supporters in there. All right,